Welcome to the More Than More podcast, where we discuss building meaningful, impactful businesses, careers, and lives through real estate.
There he is,
Signature award winner in the house.
wearing the sash.
Wearing a sash. Not everybody's seen this sash yet.
I have a photo. I will make sure it gets shared. For anyone that doesn't know this, we just got back from Vegas, the 121 retreat.
And it was a giant celebration of me. We went to Vegas for
Several thousand people came there.
to celebrate the Signature award winner.
Well, there were some other things going on as well. I think Robert Refkin was there.
He was.
Mike
He
Meadler.
made an appearance, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
But Thomas was there with his sash
Yeah.
on the pool deck.
On the pool deck.
Wait, didn't you wear
Wait.
it out at night as well?
I did. I wore it out at night. I took it off for the pool, the 121 wrap up celebration, because I was like, this is.
You didn't want to steal the show.
I didn't want to steal the show. But then for the last 10 minutes, because it was in my pocket, of course, I did put it on. And then imagine my embarrassment when we were leaving the party and we run into Mike Meadler and I'm wearing the Signature award winner sash. And I initially very embarrassed, but then just a little bit annoyed that he didn't acknowledge it.
I may get a text next week. Hey, you've got a guy. We need to talk about him.
Yeah.
Just to be clear, did we make that sash for you?
Yes, you
Okay.
did. Yeah, I did not make this for myself. Yeah.
You're you could have.
Maybe. My understanding is that there was a group text message between Travis, Stephen Kerr, and myself, and Travis joked to we need to get you a sash and a tiara for Vegas. I said, if you think that I wouldn't wear it, you're mistaken. And he said, no, of course you would. And then he had McKenna order me one, and it was delivered, I think, to our hotel in Vegas. And so he showed up at the pool one day with it, and I put it on.
You make it look really good.
Thank you. Thank you.
And thank you for wearing it today. How does it feel to be the Signature Award winner? I just want to make sure I get this right. You're the 2025 Signature Award winner.
Mm-hmm.
Congratulations. How
Thank
does
you.
it feel?
Lifelong
dream?
For the last decade, yeah. I think when we so I started December of 2013 with the company, and so the first awards banquet I went to was the 2014 awards banquet celebrating 2013. And I want to say, I don't remember off the top of my head, I think it was Jared Van Cleve that won for 2013. And I would have to look at my trophy that is sitting in my office currently to double check that. I was like, oh, that's really cool. And that was pretty much it. And then a couple years later, I was like, okay, this is something that I want to win. And you could say that it's been a goal of mine for sure.
Well, but didn't you tell someone that it was actually a goal of yours?
Yeah, Anna. Anna was aware of that it was a goal of mine.
Your sash just fell off.
That's embarrassing.
You're very distracted by the mic. Sorry. Yeah, these you can actually get. You don't have to be as close to these ones. We upgraded our mics.
I know it's been a problem.
If you get too close like this, it starts to feel overwhelming.
I won't get too close.
The sash is a lot.
Yeah.
If you speak close to the mic as well, it's overwhelming.
An overwhelming presence.
So you actually told Anna, "Hey, I am aiming for that."
Yeah, for sure. It's Anna and I have had a couple conversations about it, because I'm like, oh man, this is what has been a goal of mine for years, and because of what it stands for, because of what our company core values are. And
that was my next question. So what does it stand for? In your mind, explain why it matters.
I think it matters because, well, I said this a little bit at the awards banquet, but I have been part of this company for 12 years now, and I have appreciated the direction that this company has gone. It is impactful to me, and I don't have any other experience with anybody else, but as I interact with other agents in the marketplace, it is very clear to me that we have something special here with not only with the people that we have here and with the staff and the transaction support team and everything like that, but just the motivation, the drive of the company, and the values that we have with putting people first and having the forward thinking that we have. Like, as we went through, I told my wife this before, I don't think I would have made it through COVID. I don't think I would have made it through buyer's agency, maybe buyer's agency at that point, if I had not been part of this company.
I think you would have made it. I think you wouldn't have made it as well.
Yeah.
What we did well was just create a context where people could stay stable and steady-minded and focus on the things that matter. And I do think we did that well.
And that is not something I do well. I am not one who will stay stable-minded very easily if left to my own devices. So I'll fly off the handle.
All of those curveballs the last 5 years have been some of our biggest friends.
Yeah.
Because we're not genius, but we figured out a few things about people and the people business, and I think those have served us well. I think chaos is good for us.
Yeah, that's true.
So, okay, I'm not looking to like milk that cow more, but I think you're just on the right. I want you to
So I think there's twofold.
expand on that further.
Yeah. I think so. There's two reasons. One, so
3 reasons what?
2 reasons that it's been a goal. Okay, 3 reasons that it's been a goal. One is the very obvious that I am an Enneagram 3 and I enjoy the challenge. I enjoy the recognition. I enjoy that. So
The Sash.
I enjoy the Sash. Yes, I wanted it for the Sash. And so that's one reason we can put that out there. Reason number 2 is the people who have won this award in past years are just incredible people, and it is a very elite group of people who wouldn't want to model them and follow in their footsteps.
I think it's a big deal to have your name on that trophy.
It's a big deal to have your name on that trophy, and like when I look at everybody else who's won this, holy cow! Like it is like what an honor to be in the same breath in the same trophy as previous award winners. That is incredible to me. And just some of the people I respect the most in this industry. That is so cool. And then
Yeah, I'm curious. What's number 3 that popped in your mind?
no, well number 3 was the Sash. That was the very it's nice. It's nice.
Yeah, we figured you out pretty early that you don't work for money. You work for accolades and high fives.
The money is nice.
The money is nice, and you've done really, really well. You've sold a lot of real estate.
But the accolades are, man, you know what? It's that was a personal growth. A personal growth journey for me was because you're not supposed to want the accolades. You're not supposed to want the recognition.
It's embarrassing to admit that you actually do want that. We're meant to be all coy and cool
and humble and meek and mild, and that is.
But you grew out of that, or you realized that's just silly? Or
it's still a journey, but I have come to recognize that it isn't wrong to want the accolades. It's not wrong to want the recognition. It's perhaps wrong to pursue it in an unhealthy way. It's wrong to demand it, but it's not wrong to want it.
Yeah, that feels like the journey of learning yourself.
Yeah.
And then just coming to terms with how you're wired, because not everyone's a 3, but I've got some 3s now in my
Arsenal
world. Yes,
that's probably the best word to describe your
gaggle
of 3s.
No, I was thinking like orbit.
Okay.
People in my life that surround me, and yeah, I've had to figure out, because I am not in any way like I don't want those things. I feel weird about them, but I've learned it is. We're all wired differently.
And to be clear, sometimes I feel weird about it too.
You look great in the Sash, though. I'm going to be honest.
Thanks.
You don't seem like you feel weird about it. You've just embraced it, I think, is what you've done. And I think that's healthy. And I think you're right. It reminds me of, we did one of these podcasts called Want What You Want to Create Value to Get It. It's a similar idea. It's be who you are. And if accolades is what you like, if high fives and acknowledgement is what drives you, that's okay. But there's a way you said don't demand it. And that's where I would relate it to want what you want, but create value to get it.
Yeah.
And so there's a healthy way to go win and get the trophy and then still do it with a degree of humility is the best I can use at this point.
Maybe that degree has gone with the Sash. But actually, I think it was the tiara that took it over the edge.
I think it's really cool. Yeah. I'm going to put you on the spot.
Oh boy.
Why'd you win?
Why did I win?
Yeah.
I mean, clearly because I'm just awesome. No, I think it's because of the investment that I made into mostly new agents in our company. As in my coaching role, I've been doing the foundations coaching for a year solid now. And then a little bit, well, I guess if you're going all the way back, when Angela started our coaching program, I was the first success coach that she brought on. At the time, we only had offices in Urbandale, Ankeny, and Ames, maybe a little thing in Huxley. I think we probably had our little satellite in Huxley, but there wasn't any staff or anything there. So when Angela started her coaching program, I was the very first success coach that she brought on, and I was responsible for coaching every brand new agent. I don't remember what year this was. It was probably 7-8 years ago. And then as we started opening up more offices, we kind of brought on more success coaches. First, Katie Riedemann in Ames, and then like as we opened Cedar Rapids and Iowa City and Waverly, Cedar Falls, I'm not equipped to coach in those markets, and so we brought on different coaches for them. And then we kind of separated the foundations coaching role from the success coaching role, and Teskey kind of took on the foundations coaching role. So I guess all this to say, there's a long drawn out explanation to say, I've been pretty invested in at least new agents in our company.
Why? Why did you agree to do that? Because I know it's not how much we pay you.
I'm glad you acknowledged that. I think for the largest reason I enjoy, I think there's two reasons. I think the biggest reason is I enjoy that level of interaction. I enjoy the coaching. I enjoy the education. I enjoy meeting new people. I enjoy, there are a lot of people who have poured into me over my career, and it is nice to give back to that, and I appreciate that. I appreciate being able to be that person to educate people how to do this job. I think the second reason is a combination of, one, it keeps me sharp on the fundamentals of the business. Like, I feel like a good portion of my success is because I coach the fundamentals of lead generation to our brand new agents. And so that kind of keeps me sharp.
And the best way to learn is to teach.
And the best way to learn is to teach. And also, I have won many listing consultations that I'm competing for or buyer. Like, I've converted lots of clients because I can tell them I'm a success coach for our company. Like, part of my job. Yeah, for sure.
That's in your listing presentation.
I throw that card out so
now,
much.
Now, are you going to have the signature award on your business card? And do you wear the sash to listing presentation?
I don't. Maybe to open houses.
I recommend not.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. I wrote down words while you were talking there. The original question was why you won. Did you complete your answer there?
I think the only other thing that I would say is it is both intentional and natural for me to want to contribute to the company. I think one of the largest contributions is in our culture and how I do show up at the office every day. And I just like people, and I like our people. And so I intentionally and naturally want to engage with people and be part of their lives, just like they're part of mine.
So you had a killer year. Yeah. You reached Centurion this year, and you did it as a tortoise. We had a podcast 4 months ago,
something like that. Yeah.
So you're kind of in here a lot these days, but that conversation was all about sort of having a very not sexy business plan, but an incremental, exponential growth.
Yes.
One, you had a killer year, but not just a year, an amazing growth trajectory. I wrote the word down, buy-in. I think you buy into us. Like you're sold out for what we're doing and who we are, because you believe, I think, is what that's about. And you've been here long enough to see us grow.
Yeah.
And you've been a part of that growth. I wrote the word advocate. And we talk about building a tribe of advocates. An advocate in your business as an agent is getting a group of people who actively want to tell other people that what you provide is best and great and wonderful, and they advocate for you. I think you're an advocate for the company in that way.
Yes.
I wrote the words give back. You said give back at some point. And that's, you're not just wanting to take what we've got to give you, which is fine. You're the client. We're here to give. But you actually, I think you derive joy from giving back into the ecosystem. And then the final word I wrote was cheap, because we
'Cause I'm cheap.
can keep paying you not enough for all the great stuff that you provide by just giving you lots of great accolades and sashes.
It's true. It's true. It's true.
No, you are very worthy of winning the award, and I think it's super cool. And I love that you love it.
Yeah.
That helps as well. So, a few questions just real quick on your career, because you're in an interesting place now. You hit Centurion. You now are the Centurion Sash award carrier. You're pseudo staff in this company.
Yeah.
I mean, we pretend that you're not really, but you have a role that's pretty significant in helping all of our new agents come on board. And are you coming to the staff meeting tomorrow?
I was not invited.
Oh,
No.
okay. Sorry.
No.
I think this is just one of our smaller quarterly ones.
It
I
is.
know you paid
Annual.
off your rental, your first rental this year, which is an amazing accomplishment.
Last year. Snuck it in December.
Super cool. If you weren't doing this, what would you be doing?
Oh, that's a tough question.
Because I think that you are in a unbelievably cool place. You
Yeah.
and I have talked a lot about the summer of your life. You're in the hard work chapter, young kids and everything, but you're not just because of winning this award, obviously, but you really are crushing it in a really cool way, right? I imagine that where you are is further ahead than where you would have imagined you might be in your career.
Light years further ahead.
What were you going to do? Because you went to a Bible college,
I went
right?
to a Bible college.
What were you going to be?
Once I I went, I got my degree in counseling.
So a realtor.
So with no real intention of being a counselor. That's a whole nother story. But after college, I got into banking, and I was working at a bank for about 18 months. And I suppose if I wasn't doing this, I probably would be climbing the corporate ladder at a bank.
You would have stayed in the banking space.
Yeah.
Do you think you'd be happy, fulfilled? It's a trick. It's not a trick question. It's a who knows, but
I think the answer is yes, but not like I am here. And because I talk to many friends and family members that are in different industries, and I am constantly appalled at the level of just what is out there. Like I worked at a bank for 18 months after college, and that is the only experience I have in the quote unquote real world. And
you were young at the time.
I was real young.
Yeah.
I was 20 years old, and I got burned like in the banking industry.
Burned like trust relationship or burned out? What do you mean?
I burned a trust relationship and also kind of financially, where like just a really crappy situation where not the best work environment, not the best boss.
Good job keeping that in.
Yeah, yeah. And frankly, it is. But all that to say, like I tend to go with the flow, and I tend to find joy and contentedness in my life circumstances. So there is a scenario where I could have kept working at the bank if I had had a different boss, or if I had had a different environment, and I would have found a way to find contentment in my marriage. And I'm still am, but like, I does that make sense?
Maybe. I think I hear you saying your goal was never to climb the highest mountain and earn the most amount of money.
No.
Accolades could have worked for you there too.
Yeah.
You're lucky that you found yourself out of that and into this.
You know what's really interesting is it is the catalyst for me getting my real estate license was a well-deserved accolade that I should have received at the bank, and I didn't receive it. And it
pissed you off.
Yep, and it flipped a switch for me. So basically, I worked as a teller for 6 months. Very quickly got promoted to an assistant customer service manager because I worked my butt off. And in that transition, I was severely underpaid, and I was kind of chastised for wanting more, both in income and in responsibility by my superior.
Yeah.
And so then I kind of quit. I quit putting in the effort. And
this was quiet quitting before quiet quitting was a thing.
Yeah.
Wow. You're an innovator.
I mean, started a trend. I had a very good friend at the time who, like, I was just complaining about the situation to, and it had been a goal of mine through high school to get my real estate license. Must have told her that at some point in time, and she said, "Well, you've talked about real estate."
Who was this?
It was her name's Amy.
Okay,
She's a good
I was
friend.
thinking it was sorry, who else worked there? Katie?
No, I brought Katie into this world. I had a connection here through Lori Culp.
Got it.
Yeah, and so Amy said, "You thought about real estate? Why don't you do that?" And I said, "I don't know. It's scary, and it's 100% commission." She said, "Well, you'll never know if you don't try." And I hated my job enough that I was willing to take the jump.
How bad was that first 6 months?
Obviously you don't remember this, but you complimented me after my first year.
No, you had a really strong first year.
I sold 7 whole houses my first year, which was incredible. And pat myself on the back there. And then, but I mean, 7 houses in 2014 amounted to about $1 million of production.
Mm-hmm.
And, but I've always lived a fairly frugal life. I didn't have a lot of expenses.
So you had the room to take the risk.
Yeah. And I was working part-time at the OG Olive
Oh,
Garden.
yes. I remember because we used to argue about when you were going to break free.
And I worked at Olive Garden for my first 2 years, and then I quit. And I put quitting my part-time job in the top 3 best decisions I ever made for my career.
And you're just getting started. You got time. So I think it's super cool what you've accomplished in 12 years. I still can't believe it's been that long because I remember those conversations in the old Ankeny office like they were just a couple of years ago. So now that you've accomplished really all the major things that a human being can accomplish, paid off rental, Centurion, and a Sash, what's either next on the goals? And then the other related question is, so what's the end game here? Like, do you have a retirement plan out of real estate, or what are you building? Like, what's the next 10 years look like?
Gosh, I don't know. Okay, so we had the awards banquet. I won the signature award, and maybe 24 hours later, I told my wife, I said, I'm a little concerned because I won the signature award, which has been a goal for so long. I made Centurion, which has been a goal. Like it wasn't even a goal. I never thought that I would do that. So I'm like, what am I supposed to do next? What's the next goal? And yeah, I've got personal goals. Like I do want to purchase more rental properties. I want to take more vacations. I want to be more present in my kids, or continue to be as present in my kids' lives as I am now. So what are my goals? I guess keep doing it. I don't know. I turned 35 in a couple weeks, so I've got some time to figure some stuff out. And
I think there's in between chapters too. like Orphans of Tesso is a similar thing. I had a vision and we worked hard to do it, and we're wrapping up some of that over the next 3 years. We're graduating those care points, and I'm in this between phase where I'm like, okay, what's the next big thing to go focus that energy and passion on? And I don't have one. But sometimes you just need to rest in that, because I've got a funny feeling that there's another Sash waiting for you somewhere down the line.
We'll see. Does that mean you're going to develop another
new award?
The new award? Because I will pursue that.
We can make all the awards you need, so long as you can keep chipping in, training the new agents. So.
I have personal goals with rental properties, and I have personal.
Well, I'm glad to hear that, because for a while I thought you were like, I'm content, I'm good.
Oh, I am content, but
now you want more rental properties.
Yeah. Like I want to build my portfolio. I want to continue to live frugally so I can retire and early and well. And
then you'll hate your life, because you realize that all the joy that you were actually looking for came from doing meaningful, fun, good things.
Yeah.
We'll see when we get there, but you've got a long time before you have to worry about that.
Yeah.
So. Hey, you want to close with any amazing words of wisdom, or would you like to close in song? Because I now know that you are a rock star karaoke singer. For anyone that needs to know the story, just know that Thomas can, 1, sing on a big stage in Vegas, and 2, he knows how to swing his hips.
Stop. Yeah. That was a night.
There were drinks involved.
There were a lot of drinks involved. Yeah.
That was super cool to see you get up there and sing. I'm
just disappointed we couldn't do a duet.
Like I told you, it's going to take a lot of money to get me on a stage.
I offered you a lot of money. You still didn't take it.
Not enough.
No, I am just no words of wisdom except for like if you will get what you put into this company, and I'm just grateful to be here, and I'm grateful. And honestly, I couldn't have done it without the people who have come before me and people who are involved every single day in my life. I think I'm just grateful for the people who have poured into my life, and for I'm looking forward to. I love the opportunity to do that to others as well.
Grateful is a great place to close. So good for you, and we're grateful for you too. So well done.
Thank you for joining us today. For more episodes, resources, and show notes, head to morethanmorepodcast.com.